It can be really demoralizing when you give yourself a target to finish something in a certain amount of time and then you realize that you just can't do it that quickly. But the thing is, you need to get used to the fact that in reality, you're likely to be at least a little bit off with estimating how long anything will take. And that's completely fine. It might be that, whatever you're doing is a little bit more difficult than you thought it would be. You might be more distracted that day than usual. Or you've just got brain block. You're not a robot, so stop expecting yourself to be one. Like anything, it's all about practice and trial and error. So here are some ways that you can try out to help you deal with it. Number one, if anything, underestimate rather than overestimate how long it might take you to get something done. Giving yourself a better chance of succeeding will just help to avoid that slump in motivation when you don't achieve your target. If you do get it done and you've got time left over, then obviously anything that you do will just be a nice bonus. But make sure though that you don't underestimate too much, because you also don't want to be in a position where you have so little to do that you end up easily distracted, not focused. It's about finding that sweet spot. Too much pressure as well as too little can make you unproductive. So just find that middle place. It'll take some practice, but you'll get it over time. Number two, if you realize as you're working that it seems to be taking you longer than you thought, and you can usually gauge it, don't be afraid to just increase the time limit that you set for yourself or reduce the amount that you aim to get done. Don't let that make you feel bad either, that you're changing things up. It doesn't mean you've failed, it just means you're working smart. If you were to just carry on working through knowing that you're constantly running behind, it's only going to make you feel more pressured, more distracted, and that just isn't going to lead to any efficient work whatsoever. Another option, especially if you've got an imminent deadline and you really just need to get the work done now, or if you've only got that chunk of time available, whatever it is just to complete what you've set for yourself to the best of your ability in that time frame, even if you feel like it's rushed. That will force you to just get something down on paper without worrying about how good it is. And once you've got that, you can always spend a little bit of time fine-tuning it later. And the thing is, you'll probably be surprised by how good that quick version is. When you've got a tight time limit like that, it kind of just forces you to go into super focus mode and just get down at least the key bits. So remember, something is always better than nothing.